All right, in this video, pretty much is just gonna be a little recap of the trade that I ended up taking today, and I just wanted to make a specific recap for this specific day because I got a little bit too reckless and I got a little bit out of control in a sense of I wasn't taking accountability of the risk and of the trade pretty much that I was taking, and I was just doing whatever I saw in the charts, and it's something that I have to keep myself in line with. And irregardless if it is trading on the account, irregardless if it's paper trading or whatever it is, I need to follow the rules and do the right things 24/7 and not letting myself get in the way and breaking the plan that I need to follow. So going straight into this morning session, I pretty much was looking for higher prices. We are in the daily, and there's not a lot of info that we can take out of the daily time frame. The second thing that I do is just to jump into the 4-hour time frame, and right here we have a lot more information. So what do we have? We have a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, which I'm gonna note that right now. 4-hour busy. Okay, and we see all this generated sell side liquidity right up here. So the market dropped into it. We have consequent encroachment of the fair value gap that we have right here getting respected to the tick, sell side liquidity taken, and all this generated sell side liquidity was taken with a low resistant liquidity run. So buyers, we're bullish. Second, we are in an area where we are anticipating price to reject, which is the 4-hour buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. And my anticipation is price to draw into this hourly SIBI. Now, in the lower time frames, while I was trading like pre-market open, like around 920, 925, I was anticipating a deeper retracement inside of the hourly SIBI right away. That's what I was looking for. And it's one of the reasons of why I'm making this video. That's what I want the market to do instead of me relying on what the market is highly likely to do and not my opinion about the market, if that makes sense. So it could have, and I'm gonna show you in a second, right? We took sell side. I'm expecting higher prices, and I'm anticipating price to go inside of this SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. When we go into the 50-minute time frame, we have a fair value gap right up here, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, displacement. We took sell side, and I was anticipating right here this 50-minute BSC to get respected, to go inside of this hourly SIBI, more specifically this 50-minute sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Now, what it's the right approach to get into this? Well, we need to understand that the higher time frame holds a lot more power. And what is this? Is like this hourly SIBI, it's gonna get more respected than we have in a deep retracement inside of the 50-minute, because the higher time frame holds a lot more weight. And this whole portion of price action is a balanced price range. Like from that high to this low, all this stuff, it's highly balanced. The only little inefficiency that we had, the only little fair value was between these. All right, I need to slow down. The only little fair value that we needed the market to go up was inside between this low, between this candle's low and this candle high right here. So when market hit that, right, we pretty much just color outside the line, and then we went lower. When we go into the lower time frames, right, when we go into the 1-minute time frame, 9:30 opens around this candle right here. We go low. We take relatively equal lows, which is sell side liquidity right up here. Sell side liquidity. And the moment we had this placement towards the upside, I was just looking for a fair value gap for me to get into the trade. We created a fair value gap right up here, right? And I went long, and I was anticipating minimum this relatively equal highs to get taken. That was low hanging fruit. Best case scenario, I was looking for this 50-minute SIBI. And I got into the trade, and I got stopped out. Now, we had the early signs where we have the shift in market structure, where we have the inversion for value gap, where we took buy sell liquidity, and when we also tapped into the hourly SIBI. And one of the reasons why I'm So one of the reasons of why I'm creating the video, it's because I need to remind myself that I have to rely on the information that the price is giving me, and not having a hard-on, stubborn bias of where this is where I want the market to go to. That's not the right approach. And let me make this very clear. Today, I was paper trading. I wasn't not even on the account. I'm done for the account. But still, these are the things that will materialize into bad habits in the future, and it's one of the reasons why I'm keeping myself accountable. So this trade was completely fine. I take this trade any time of the day. I was anticipating higher prices, but understanding the higher time frame holds more power, and there was no reason at first for price to go all the way up inside of this SIBI. It could, but again, all this is balanced. It only needed to do this little thing right here, and then like it did, go lower, taking out sell some liquidity one more time, going higher for value gap, and then go towards my anticipated direction since the beginning of the morning. So my bias was right on point, and I'm glad it went right to where I was anticipating the market to go to, and that's cool. Now, second trade that I ended up taking, this is where there's I just took it because just to take the trade. I was anticipating the market to go to this low the moment we have this displacement lower, and this time distortion right here ended up messing me up. Like, we have relatively equal lows. We already had the shift in market structure. We see price going inside of the breaker, and I ended up going long inside of this busy right up here just for the sake of it. The risk wasn't on point. The trade entry wasn't the best, and I need to keep myself responsible for that. Like, again, there is no real loss, but those habits that you build while practicing, it's the same habits that are gonna materialize when you're actually trading on an account. And it's something that I'm trying to avoid. Just doing the right thing every single day, regardless if I'm just tape reading, just reading the tape and seeing the things that I must see. That's what I'm trying to do. So putting on the executions. Oh, and the crazy part as well that I ended up going with 18 contracts in here because I pressed buy and it wasn't showing up, and I did it again and it wasn't showing up, and I did it again, and they just eight. I ended up building a position because trading view was pretty slow. But went long right here inside of the breaker. We have a low, a high, lower low. The moment we get into it, that's a breaker. Went long, sold 8 contracts right here, then got stopped out right up here. Then this is the trade that I'm talking about right here. Like, again, this is time distortion. Price went lower. My anticipated direction was higher. I tried. I gave it two chances, but that's pretty much what it is. I mean, it went pretty crazy. I wasn't looking for this high to get taken. I said it on the live stream. This was kind of too overzealous for me, but it did ended up reaching towards that, and I ended up losing like around 100 handles in these two trades right here. So again, there's no real loss, but keeping myself aware of what it is that I'm doing 100%, because you don't want those habits to materialize into real profits, into making real mistakes, and those actually hurt, you know? So that was pretty much it. That was the little trade recap. I'll definitely do a weekly recap later on the week. Let's see what tomorrow is gonna bring, and just have just a little bit more discretion, just more focus into the trading game, and let's just keep on pushing to becoming better. That's the goal, the focus, and let's see.